everyone, Flying Brian here. It's the fourth Saturday of the month, and that means it's time for an IDPA match out at the Mecklenburg Wildlife Club. Come and join me if you will. It's a great way to hone firearm skills, so come along for a day of fun. This match is open to the public and takes place on the fourth Saturday of each month at the Mecklenburg Wildlife Club. I will leave a link to their website in the description. Today I'm going to give you a tour of this month's match, starting with Stage 1. It begins with the shooter sitting in the chair, weapon unloaded, line on the table. The magazines are placed on top of the bucket next to the chair. At the buzzer, engage 2 threats directly ahead. 2 rounds to the body, 1 to the head. Careful not to hit that non-threat, the one with the hands painted on it. Grab your magazines off the bucket and move over here to the edge of the wall. Peek around the corner and engage this steel popper. It's currently lying flat on the ground, but will be upright when the stage is active. The falling popper activates a target that pops up from behind that wooden barricade. It shows for only a brief moment and then hides again. It must be engaged with at least 3 rounds. You'll see how that works in a moment. Then look left and engage another threat downrange with 3 rounds. 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Move forward to the edge of this wall, reach around the corner and engage another bad guy hiding behind the non-threat with 2 rounds to the body, 1 to the head. And of course, don't hit that non-threat. And you're done. Let's watch the stage in action with this shooter. Load, charge the weapon and engage 2 targets, 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Grab your magazines in, quickly move to the corner of the wall. Hit that steel popper. Miss the popper, and he's reloading, which is a smart tactical move. Engage the pop-up target with 3 rounds. Nailed it. 3 rounds on the target, out of sight left. Over to the edge of the wall for another bad guy. And done. Good round. Let's watch another shooter run the stage.
Stand by.
Load and engage 2 threats. Grab the magazines and move to the wall. Knock over the popper and nail that pop-up. Nice, he got 3 rounds in. Get that far left target, 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Over to this corner and engage that last target with 3 rounds. He squeezed in a 4th shot, which is permissible, but it does add time. And here's what it looked like from my point of view. 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Grab the mags and run to the corner. Hit the popper. 3 rounds on the pop-up. Reload. Hit that far left target with 3. Over to the corner for the last one. 1, 2, 3, and done.
You're finished, unload, so clear.
Stage 2 begins with the shooter looking down this makeshift corridor. At the buzzer, move down the hallway and engage threats as they show themselves. The first is hiding on the right. All targets get 2 rounds. Another step down the hall exposes 2 more here on the right. However, be careful because there are 3 more on the left, along with a non-threat. Remember, you engage these as they come into view. Now to the end of the hall. There are 2 more here, each gets 2 rounds. And a sneaky one here. And remember, do not shoot that non-threat lurking back there. Let's watch this in action. 1 on the right. Another on the right. 1 on the left. Back to the right. Back left for 2 more. There's his reload. Down the hallway to the end. 3 rounds minimum on the 3 bad guys waiting down there. Done. Here's another shooter from a slightly different angle.
Stand by.
One on the right. Another on the right. A third on the right. First on the left. Second on the left. There's his reload. And finish the last 2 on the left. To the end. Another reload. And done. And my turn on the stage. 2 on this guy. That far target gets 2. And I'm torn as to right or left next. I go left. Back to the right. Back left. Reload. Finish the left targets. Done.
You're finished. Unload, show clear.
Moving on to stage 3. Starts with the shooter standing parallel to the wall. At the buzzer, move to the corner and engage a single bad guy. This target gets 2 to the body, 1 to the head. And don't hit the friendly standing behind. Move forward to the corner of this wall and engage 2 more bad guys here and here, each with 2 rounds. Then engage that steel popper that is currently lying flat on the ground. A single round should cause it to fall, which activates a spinner target hiding here that exposes for less than 2 seconds. The spinner needs 2 rounds and you need to be fast. Transition left to this opening and engage these 2 targets with 2 rounds each as they present themselves. Please, no holes in that non-threat. That's it. However, if in all the excitement you feel you missed that spinner target, you have the option of moving down this wall to the barrel, where you can peek around the corner and re-engage that spinner again, which is conveniently shielded by a friendly. Okay, let's watch. 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Over to the corner, 2 bad guys, each gets 2. The popper, which activates the spinner target. He got 3 rounds on it. Nice. And done. Nicely done. Here's somebody else running the stage.
Stand by.
2 to the body, 1 to the head. To the corner to engage 2 threats. The popper. He got 2 rounds on the spinner. There's his reload. Left to the opening for the last 2. And this shooter opted to go down the wall and re-engage that spinner target. Done. Now let's see how I did. To the corner. That's 1. 2. Missed the popper. That's forcing my reload early. No problem. Hit the popper. 3 on the spinner. To the opening. Done.
All right.
On to stage 4. In this scenario, you are sitting in a restaurant reading the menu when all hell breaks loose. At the buzzer, engage 2 threats on the left. All targets get 2 rounds. Turn the corner where there are a whole gang of bad guys terrorizing the place. Engage 4 threats here, here, 1 hiding behind this non-threat, and another behind this one. There's another over here on the left. and 2 more can be seen through the screen out on the imaginary patio. These are to be engaged through the screen, but I'll give you a peek behind it. Watch.
Stand by.
He engages these 2 on the left. Remember, all targets get 2 rounds. Around the corner and engage 4 bad guys among some good guys. There's his reload. He just got the target over in the left. Now the one's behind the screen. And done. Now, the stage from my perspective.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Stand, draw, and engage 2 on the left. Around the corner. There's my reload. There's another. And 2 behind the screen. Okay.
Right. You're finished. Unload, show clear.
Stage 5 begins with the shooter facing this red barrier. There are threats on both the left and the right. It's up to the shooter which to engage first, left or right, but each is required to get 2 rounds. Once both are neutralized, advance around the barricade to the area behind the white wall. Threats hide around both left and right corners, plus downrange. Looking around the left edge, you can see the 2 threats downrange here. The shooter decides which way he wants to attack them. Here's the one on the right. Now move forward again for several more bad guys. One around this corner, and because I went right, I now transition left to the other barricade. Engage this one behind the barrel, and another sneaky one hiding here. Nearly everyone shot this stage a little different. Let's watch.
Ready? Stand by.
This shooter is starting on the right. Now the target on the left. Advance to the wall. He's engaging the right first. And the 2 bad guys downrange. Over left for a single target. There's his reload. Over to the left barricade for 2 targets. Right for 1 more target. Done. And another shooter on the stage. He's going left first. To the next wall and engaging right. The 2 downrange. Left. And a reload. Forward to the left barricade for 2 more. And right for the last target. And he's done. This is the last stage and starts with a shooter facing downrange. The weapon is downloaded to 3 rounds only. The first shot is on the steel popper downrange. This activates 2 things. One is to activate the clamshell target, right, which exposes a bad guy for about 2 seconds before covering it up. Second, it swings out a target downrange on the left into view. The shooter must engage the clamshell with 2 rounds, reload, then engage the swing out target with 2 rounds. Move over to this corner and engage these 2 targets, each with 2 rounds. Transition left to the opposite corner and engage these 2 targets using 1 hand only. Left or right, shooter's discretion, each gets 2 rounds. You can see that swing out target better from this angle. Let's see how this shooter runs the stage. Shoot the popper to activate the clamshell, 2 rounds. Reload, 2 on that swing out target downrange. To the corner for 2 more bad guys. Transition left for the last 2 using 1 hand only. Nicely done. Here's another look at the stage from a different angle.
By.
Nailed that one. Malfunction. That happens sometimes. Over to the corner. There's a reload. And done. And from my
Ready.
point of view.
Stand by.
Uh-oh, that's going to cause a problem.
Hit it? No.
Reload. Could be better, but done. And that's what the June IDPA match looked like. It was fun, challenging, and absolutely a great way to improve your skills. I hope you enjoy that tour, and maybe I'll see you out at one of these matches in the near future. Remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride, and thank you so much for watching.